The Arabian Gulf has an average depth of only 35 metres, and most of it in the vicinity of Bahrain is even shallower. The name Bahrain means two seas and refers to the fact that the islands contain two sources of water, sweetwater springs and salty water from the sea. Those conditions proved to be ideal for the oyster, and as far back as 5,000 years ago, pearl diving began to flourish. I joined Rob Gregory and his team from Aquatic to discover the magic of natural pearls for myself. All right, do you think it's going to be our lucky day today?
I hope it's going to be our lucky day today. We're at a very productive pearl ground, so we're hoping the yield, especially for you guys, will be a little better than normal.
On an excursion like this, you get to keep whatever pearls you find. Cultured pearls killed the market for Bahrain's natural pearls, gems that were avidly sought by kings and queens for millennia. But as you venture into these warm waters, you'll find a host of other treasures. The oyster beds are surrounded by about 30 species of coral and in excess of 200 species of fish. Robin gathered our oysters and headed back to the boat. Would we be millionaires? Oh, and they're back.
They're back.
So rich, I hope. Are we rich? We'll find out in a minute.
Robin's given us the okay. She is the most experienced scuba diver on these grounds here. We call her the mother of pearl. She really is. She says it's a good dive.
Brilliant. Oh, they're both very happy. Then it was time for the messy job of searching for the pearls. Treasure hunting is never easy.
So what I'll do, I'll show you how to open one if you like.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So I should put one of these gloves on.
Put a glove on. It's always best because the oysters can be a little bit sharp sometimes.
Right.
So what you have to do is first of all make sure you have an adult. Stick your finger along the hinge to make sure it reaches your knuckle. That's an adult.
Yep.
So those ones we open, any babies, we throw back overboard. That helps with the regeneration process. Have a look at the butt of the oyster. That's that straight piece there.
That bit there,
yeah. See how it's creating a V?
Yes.
The wider the V, the older the oyster.
Okay.
So the third thing we're looking for, stuff on the outside that we can pull off, like baby ones, we throw those overboard. Okay? Now, with your trusty knife in your hand, you target this piece here. When these are on the seafloor, there's this little green hairy thing that hangs out the side, called a byssal or a bissel, and that's what holds it in place.
Right.
That's the weak point. So what you want to do is stick your knife there.
So where is
On
that?
yours, it's just there.
That bit there, yeah?
Yeah. Just
There?
spin your blade around the other way though, mate. There you go.
In there, yeah?
Yeah.
I see.
Now, ideally, the hand that's holding the oyster should be the one with the glove on.
Oh, I see. Right.
So, I'm bringing the knife around. And as I do that, I actually cut through a muscle that holds the two shells together. Bring the knife to the end, you'll never cut through the hinge, but what that does is it helps separate the shell. Now remember, there's water inside here, and sometimes the pearls can be in that water. So what you want to do is just tip it onto your hand and examine it. Any roll out there?
No.
All right, so let's look along the outside layer of the muscles here. Can't see anything forming there. Remember, not every single oyster has pearls inside it. Along here, the hinge, we flip it back. And we want to examine the underside.
It says it's so small you'll need a magnifying glass to see it. It's actually there somewhere, but it is a pearl. Here we go. So you're saying this is a tradition that goes back
Yeah, from day one.
5,000 years,
Yes,
yeah?
yes. In fact, man's first recorded dive is here in Bahrain.
Yes?
First time man ever went underwater. Epic of Gilgamesh. 3,750 BC approximately.
And
Man's
then from
first.
here, where did the pearls end up and how did they get there?
Well, they went north and south,
Woohoo! Another one.
which resulted in going east or west. They went north through Mesopotamia, Babylonia, Samaria. They eventually over through Turkey into Europe.
Yes.
If they went south to India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, they then went east to China and Japan via the Himalayas, either south or north of the Himalayas, through Burma, for example, or through Mongolia.
Can you see underneath that flap there?
Oh, I see it, yes.
Can you see it?
There is a shiny little, teensy little pearl.
This is a beauty. There you go, mate.
Look at that.
Nice one.
That's a baby pearl, yeah? And this would have been used for stitching into clothing or...
Yes,
Or jewellery, you can use that for jewellery. You'd be amazed what you can use it for in terms of value.
I have to admit I was feeling a little queasy by now, but with our tiny white gems in hand, we headed back into Bahrain, where the master craftsmen at Al Hashimi Pearls promised to fashion our find into something special. Yes, it did require a magnifying glass for mine, but there's nothing better than taking home a piece of jewellery you partly found yourself. Then the gold and white of Gulf Air carried me back home, rich beyond measure, after my discovery of the Kingdom of Bahrain.